Alrighty, guys and gals, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Misty Mountain Gaming channel. I am Big E, or Eric, and we are on Season of Mastery on the Shadow Strike server. Yes, we are. And the reason that we are on Shadow Strike and not Obsidian Edge for this Season of Mastery Hardcore Challenge is because this started out as a custom Hardcore Challenge, not following the community rule set and guidelines, but I have since changed it because we're running out of time is really the only reason. So anyway, we're just hanging out here in Terran Mill, and we finished a quest list last episode. I think we've got to feed some poison to a frog. Unfortunately, feed the elixir of pain to Stanley, and this... Oh, that's Umpy. Oh, let me read this. Nothing like the smell of fresh blood in the foothills. Now we'll mix in a touch of this and a little of that and let the real fun begin. What I have created with this blood I like to call an elixir of pain. If my calculations are correct, this concoction could be the start of something very beautiful for Lady Sylvanas. This is the biggest psychopath in the game, for anybody who doesn't know. Apothecary Leiden. Take this elixir out to the northern farm in Hillsbrad Fields. It's to the southwest. Let's see how Farmer Ray's little dog Stanley likes this treat. Man, I don't want to poison a dog, you freak. All right, well, I guess we'll do that. Let's check in with Tallow here.
What would you ask of death? Nothing.
The hammer may fall. Weaklings, all of them. You, priest, what are you looking at? Think you're something special, huh? Why not prove it? Are you feeling a little bit insecure, bro? The Hammerfall outpost on Arathi's under attack. Unless we send them help soon, their demise is imminent. But before you go rushing off, you may want to test your skills for first. Northeast of Stormguard in Arathi is an ogre mound inhabited by the Boulderfist tribe. When you can handle the ogres and enforcers there, then report to Drumfell in Hammerfall. I like that name. Kill 8 ogres and 10 enforcers. All right.
Embrace the shadow.
What level is that quest? Okay, we can do this. The Elixir of Agony quest. I've not learned Strong Troll's Blood Potion yet, so we're going to hang on to that quest until we are able to do it. Anyway, let's go poison a dog. Oh, terrible, man. Anyway, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone's well. I sure do. It's a Thursday for me, October the 13th. Almost a Friday the 13th. Spooky month is upon us. I love October. It's my favorite month. I like it better than spring, summer, winter. I love the fall, and October just, I don't know. Where I grew up in Virginia as a kid in the late 70s, well, through the 70s. That's how old I am. I always remember in October, people burning leaves, and I just always associate that smell. I don't know if any of you are from a town like that, like a smallish town. I don't think it's allowed anymore. I don't know. Maybe in really small towns it might be, but things were different in the 70s. But people would rake leaves into their ditch or someplace, and then they would burn the leaves to get rid of them. I don't know if it's the best for the atmosphere or the environment. I don't know, but the smell of burning leaves around Halloween time, it just always, I'll always remember that. I'll always associate that with Halloween. Anyway, let's get on the road here. But I've mentioned in a couple of my Let's Plays, I've got some spooky stuff planned for this month. Particularly, look like the last week, that last week in October of this month. You guys are going to be seeing a scary story that I wrote, set to some cinematics. I'm doing my best. It's actually, I'm finishing up this project. I think I started this last year. Maybe it might have been earlier this year. I can't really remember. But I'm also going to be doing a couple of time-lapse things. Well, at least one time-lapse thing. I'll just leave it as a surprise. And I had a couple of other ideas. One of the ideas I cannot do. I was going to read... Excuse me. I was going to read a couple of Edgar Allan Poe stories on the channel. Just narration. Maybe put some scary pictures on the thing or whatever. But you're not allowed to do that. I can get a copyright strike. And even worse, I can get a copyright claim. Which is just ridiculous in my opinion. You can't, like, read a story... But, let's see. We're gonna have to fight our way in here, so let's do that. We shouldn't pull that bear. Let's just be careful. This is a hardcore challenge. Yes, it is. Oh my god, I did not even see this guy. Well, fortunately, we're, like, above the level range, so... Our aggro range is really small, so we'll be able to get pretty close to these guys. Anyway, the story is coming along really well. I don't know how it ends, because that's the way I've always written stories. I used to write stories quite a bit. I kind of have a knack for it, I guess. But I had just the basicest. I had a very basic idea. And it's just kind of grown. And so the way that I write is I just start writing, and then it just sort of comes out. Like the story forms itself as I'm writing. I don't know if that's typical of writers. I mean, I don't consider myself a writer. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to be big-headed or whatever. Damn it. Oh, he got blacked out there. That was quite fortunate, because I think he was in the process of telling on me. Help, there's a big bad priest on me. Any old woohoo. I'm quite excited. There's also a quest to come in here and kill 3 of these farmers, and then, like, some dude in here, I think. Farmer Gents, Farmer Ray, and Farmer somebody else. Alright, well, I hate to do this, Stanley, but I guess it's for the good of the Forsaken. I think he turns, right? Yeah, he does. Oh, we got out of range. Let's put Stanley out of his misery. I don't feel good about what I've just done. Let's put him out of his misery. He doesn't want to be a dire wolf. Maybe if it was Game of Thrones. Maybe he likes being a dire wolf. He's like, dude, I'm finally badass. How could you do that to me? Alright. Wait a minute. Oh. Wait. I guess I completed the quest. I just was not even paying attention right there. Let's run up and kill some ogres. We have plenty of time. We're not even 10 minutes into the video. Let's see how we fare against some ogres. It said they are northeast of... Oh. Oh, this is way over here. This is... Wait a minute. I'm in the wrong area, man. Am I? Oh, Arathi Highlands. I need to be over here. Okay. Where's my Hearthstone? Splinter Tree Post, not where I need it to be. Well, let's go, I'll have to run over there because I don't have the flight point yet. But there might be a couple more quests we can do here in South Shore. Or Hillsbrad, I should say. South Shore is the Alliance camp. Probably should have picked up a few more. See if I can dodge and weave my way through the bears and the mountain lions. It's interesting that you get this in Hillsbrad Foothills, that you have to go to Arathi. Maybe it's just kind of like a breadcrumb thing where it's forcing you into that area. Like, okay, you're high enough level to get over there now. Well, let's take a run. Quite a run we have to do here. I kind of wish I had a mount. I kind of do and I kind of don't. I'm definitely a classic guy. Level 40, it's just always going to be in my mind when you get a mount at level 40. And you don't get flying, or not flying, you don't get epic till 60. But definitely not a thing. With TBC, it went to 30. And I did find out from one of my viewers, very helpful comment, brother. You know who you are. If I can remember, I will put the comment on the screen. Chances are I won't because this is so far into the video. But I was unsure about what actually changed in Wrath of the Lich King. And he let me know it was during a certain phase or whatever. That indeed it did go down to level 20 in Wrath of the Lich King for your mount. Yep. So thank you. I appreciate stuff like that. Will I retain that information? Maybe. I might. I'll try. But I just wasn't sure. It just didn't feel like it happened in Wrath, but apparently it did happen in Wrath. I know, I feel like most people who play this game, they probably like it. I don't know. Unless you're like a hardcore classic person like me. I just don't like to see stuff nerfed like that, really. I don't actually mind level 30. It's like I can deal with that. It doesn't like it. That's far enough in. You're halfway through your leveling experience. Well, I guess a little less than half if you're, you know, TBC, but anyway. Thanks for the comment. I appreciate it, man. That's some very helpful information. You guys and gals are super helpful about that. We've picked up a lot of new viewers recently, and I want to welcome all the new viewers to the Misty Mountain Gaming family. I think some of them might be from the HC Echo Guild. Indeed. HC Wild Gal and Brewster. And Perfect HC. We might have a couple more. But not just from the guild. We're picking up people. A handful of people every day. It really, I'm just still constantly surprised how the channel is growing, and it's awesome, man. I love it. I've wanted to be a YouTuber for a while, right? I mean, I've got other YouTube channels. I've been on YouTube for a long, long time. But never anything like this, right? Like a gaming thing. But I've always been an avid gamer. And just was never really able to do it. Mostly because of work and time, but also finances had a little bit to do with it. I could never get everything together. And there's a lot to it. There really is. Goldthorn. I don't think I can pick up Goldthorn. Also, I'm curious about the level range in here. I can't get Goldthorn yet. That is a highly coveted alchemy requirement over there. Goldthorn, wild steel, bloom, sungrass, all that stuff. I should say later game alchemy. Anyway, the ogre mound we're looking for. It actually might be right here. Let's see. I think it is up here. If I'm not mistaken, there are also a couple of trolls hanging out here. They're kind of cohabitating. Kovak. A level 37. Okay, well, we're not going to be messing with Kovak. These level 31s, level 30 and 31s, fine. Yellow mobs, I'm okay with. I'd be more okay with them if we were a mage. We're pretty much relying on Power Word Shield here to prevent that pushback. This should be what we need. There's a horde guy up here. Master Elemental Leatherworker. It's an interesting place for him. Out in the middle of nowhere. Is this what we need? Maybe it is. I need ogres, which is that guy, and enforcers. Okay, I think we're in the right place. Let me get this guy just out of the way, I suppose. Let's get these things happening. He might stand right there and cast on me. Get blacked out, fool. He is going to cast on me. Look at my mana. Oh, that's because I used, wow, between Inner Fire and Fortitude, oh, it's over 500 mana. Yeah. Let me drink up here. Anyway, how's that music? I think it needs to be a little bit louder, perhaps. Let's do that. I think I need to keep it roughly about minus 45 decibels, I believe, is what works out best. Where it's not too low, not too loud. Finally learned that after like a year and a half of YouTubing. Ouch. Resists are not good. Just refresh that. Oh, he's raged up, so we'll run out of range while some dots tick on him. They get really slow when they're raged up. Works for me, because you can just kind of run off. I don't know what it is, the increased damage. Is it like 30 or 40%, maybe more, that you take when a mob is enraged? Level 33. Get some nice XP out of this. We might level up to level 31. And I guess before we call it, I should run to Hammerfall and get the flight point there. Since I did not change my Hearthstone to Terran Mill. It's something I almost never do in this game. This might be a little bit rough right here. I'm just going to keep my shield up. We should be okay. What I don't want is too many misses. Now we're fine here. Look at this. We haven't even taken damage yet with Power Word Shield up. It just fell off. But look at the damage now. Quite a difference. Alright, let's do a little heal. Actually, we'll do a little renew. That'll work better while we drink. There's my spirit tap. I'm snacking on some peanuts. Pretty healthy snack. What kind of nuts, see? Oh. These nuts. I don't like this guy's humor. No, seeds and nuts, super healthy for you. It's a great source of protein and fat. Same thing with cottage cheese. Level 33s. I think we've proven what we're capable of here. Not quite a range. Thank you. He's raged up. We're going to run back a little bit here. Get my Power Word Shield back up. Yes. Enjoy that blackout, sir. Also... Wait. How come I couldn't get that? There we are. Alright, we can stand and fight now. Yeah, before I go to the gym in the morning, I'll have 3 to 5 spoonfuls of cottage cheese, a handful of seeds and nuts. Little energy boost, gets the blood sugar level back happening. I try to avoid cereal and stuff. Cereal's really not that good for you. There are some cereals that they're okay. I like, what is it called? Ashi or Akash? I don't know what it's called. They've got like a, it's like organic, right? It's got like a peanut butter blend. Pretty good. Pretty good source of protein. But it gets the energy level right. Sometimes I go to the gym on a completely empty stomach. But it's not ideal. Because, you know, you've been asleep all night, your blood sugar is really low. But there are a lot of pretty successful bodybuilders, especially older school bodybuilders. Like Lee Priest is one of them. I've heard that guy say he goes on an empty stomach in the morning. Like, I think he does like cardio first or something. But I remember hearing him say he goes on an empty stomach. When I do that, obviously you tend to run out of energy pretty quick. At least I do. But initially I don't know, I kind of like the feeling of being hungry. I kind of always have. I don't like the feeling of being stuffed and full. I don't like it at all. I feel sluggish and just like, ugh. So I try not to do that to myself. But I'm not saying I don't do that to myself. One of the problems I have is when I eat, especially if I'm famished, if I'm hungry, I eat really quickly, and that is one way to overeat. So I do make an effort to try to, like if I'm just, I'll say regular hungry, right? I'll just eat a regular portion, and if I'm still hungry, I'll let it go. Just like wait 20-30 minutes, and you'll be surprised that you feel satiated and not hungry anymore. Same thing with if you're having a craving. When I have cravings, and I do get cravings, what I typically do is I'll go get a giant glass of water. I'll drink an entire glass, not like a sip, an entire glass of water, and then just wait like 10-15 minutes, and it can help. Sometimes that sugar craving or whatever craving you have will go away. But the absolute worst time for cravings, and I think this is pretty common among pretty much everybody, is cravings at night, right? Like it's after work, it's in the evening. It's like an hour or so before bed. Maybe you're watching Netflix. Maybe you're watching the Misty Mountain Gaming channel. Yeah, that's when cravings are dangerous. You don't want to be eating that garbage before bed. Right. But I also use cottage cheese and seeds and nuts for that as well, if I'm having a sugar craving. And I do get them. Alright, bubble up, let that dot do a little bit of work, and we'll do some mind flay. Which slows them down even further. Pretty nice. They're dropping sweet nectar as well. I'm going to put this up here. Put my heels down here and my mana pots up here. We've not seen any enforcers yet. So we may not be able to finish this quest up today. In fact, we probably need to wrap it up pretty soon. Try to keep them a little bit shorter and sweeter when I can. So the ogres carry like a Looney Tunes style weapon. It's like a board with a nail through it. Is he gonna rage up? Kind of brutal when you get a resist. Even one resist can sort of mess everything up. Alright, let's see if we can get one more ogre. And maybe next episode we'll finish up with the enforcers, if we can find one. I wonder if they're in the cave. They probably are in the cave. In fact, I'm quite certain they are. Remember doing this quest in the past. I think we'll find all the enforcers in there. They sound like they might be a little bit more badass than these ogres. We'll see. Just walked out of range. Nice, our last ogre right here. Well, let's make our way to Hammerfall, and we will avoid, like the plague, Refuge Point. We are doing a hardcore challenge, and you don't want to run through that camp because the guards will rock you. They'll even play the Queen song while they're doing it. This guy's corny. I've got some dad joke stuff in me. I've got a fair amount of dad jokes. King's Blood? We can get it, but it's too close. See that guard over there? What level are these guys? Are they skulls? They are skulls. Which I think all that means is is it 10 levels above? I think that's what all it means. So it's not like they're level 60s. I mean, they could be, but I feel like they're level 40 or 45, somewhere in there. Based on this mob area. Enter fire. Maybe I'd spend a little time on some alchemy. These pots aren't the best, but they're not the worst. I think we can get an upgrade soonish. Can make up some bandages. We're gonna have to get the first aid book. Actually, I think we get it here. I think we do get it in Hammerfall, if I'm not mistaken. It might be 225 and over is this guy. I think. No, Deneb Walker. I'm thinking of Deneb Walker. Deneb Walker is for the Alliance. He is down here in the keep. This is where you can buy... I think you buy 3 books from that guy. I can't go in there as Horde, but... I kind of always forget where this stuff is for the Horde. I know where everything is on the Alliance. I know where the cookbook is. I know how to do the fishing with Nat Pagel. I know where the first aid stuff is. But for the Horde, always a little bit... I've always got to think about it a little bit. There's Fazak, or whatever his name is, that giant up there. Check out Lilith's run. It's kind of... She's got like a pretty badass little strut, right? The way she swings her arms. She's like, yeah. Anyway, I gotta get some lunch going on here. We could potentially... Nah, all these rares... I was going to say, we could potentially do some rare hunting. But these rares are a little bit beyond our reach right now on a hardcore challenge. I don't think I can get this, can I? No, I can't get it yet. Yeah, I was here on Beardfist. I spent an hour running around this place picking up some herbs when I was, you know, when I needed these specific ones. Spent an hour or so also Stranglethorn Vale, Feralus. A couple of different places you can pick them up. Stranglethorn Vale. Farewell, Beardfist. So disappointing, man. So disappointing. I got so super unlucky. Still thinking about it. Yeah. Level 57, man. I was basically like cruise control on that character. I mean, I was being careful, obviously. I just got unlucky with how I died, and that's all there is to it. But, like, at level 57... Hello there. What do we got going on here? Oh, that's right. The trolls come up every once in a while, and the guards will battle them. But at level 57, like, my gear, I had all plate gear. I had a nice two-handed weapon. The stats on my gear were pretty damn good. My professions were pretty much all maxed out, like close to 300, if not 300. And that's everything. That was fishing, cooking, first aid, alchemy, herbalism. I was doing pretty well, man. Yeah, this isn't the right guy yet. Hey. Hello. How's it going? Let's see if this is the guy I need.
I'm listening.
No. So you come here after 225, I believe. The last guild? Sure. Yeah, we'll join the last guild. Why not? Yeah, give me an invite, bro. I like this way of guild invite. 99.99% of recruiters will just, they'll just invite you, right? They'll just send you an invite, which, you know, that's fine. But I kind of like this. Am I already in a guild? I don't know, I'm not. Oh, you know what? I probably have this turned off. Yeah, I forgot I had that. I set that sometimes if I don't want to be, you know, bothered. There we are. Yeah, thank you. Let's check it out. Oh, the Dregs. I thought it was called the Last Guild. Let's see what we have on here. Yeah, we're part of a guild called the Dregs. And I'm a noob. That's fitting. Oh, wow. We have 4 people on the server. In fact, the only horde on this server are all in this guild. That's why he said the last guild. I get it. Oh, we're actually all around the same level range. Kind of cool. Nice. Thank you for the invite. Appreciate it. All right, well, we're going to wrap it up here, ladies and gentlemen. Next episode, we might... well, we're going to go back and see if we can finish slaying some ogres. And we might be able to pick up another quest or 2 in this area. Anyway, thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. You guys and gals take care. Lilith and myself will catch you in the next episode.
Good luck.
Good luck. Take care and peace.